Hello and welcome back to Things Aaron Learned. This is a channel where I share insights of things I wish other people told me as I was getting started on new adventures. So it's an opportunity for me to share tidbits and lessons that I have learned along the way in order for you to live a more productive and enhanced life. I'm Aaron Anderson, your host, learning enthusiast, and today we are going to talk about FUNemployment Journaling. I was laid off of my job that I was at for 5 years about a month and a half ago, and I was on vacation actually at the time. And when I got back, it really gave me an opportunity to think what I wanted to do with my life when I got back into the swing of things, where I wanted to spend my time, what passions I wanted to pursue, what type of jobs I was considering applying for, etc. And because I had all these thoughts and ideas, I figured it would be probably a good time to maintain and update my journal. I actually have had a journal for about 10 years. I use a software called Penzu. They don't update it as much anymore, but it's a pretty cheap subscription for a yearly fee, I think for like $20 that you can use. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that other online journals have, but I actually decided I wanted to keep a paper journal, and it was because when I was on my vacation in Greece, I bought this little book. So it had this bull, or the mythological creature, the Minotaur, and I just started out like, welcome to my FUNemployment journal, la la la, and pretty soon within about 2 days, I created a formula that actually has allowed me to stay consistent with this journal almost every single day. And I knew I needed to keep it easy. I didn't need a journal that had me map out every single hour of every day. I got my Google Calendar for that, but I wanted to just write something, but not too much. I knew I didn't want to overwhelm it, but like 5 minutes in the morning, what I wanted to do. And so I created this kind of formula and this template that I've been using every single day. And it's very simple, but it's very powerful for just allowing me to figure out what I want to do. So on the top left, I just write the date, and then I write 1 page worth of the thoughts and feelings that I'm having, whether I'm not feeling well, how much sleep I got. You pretty much just start with saying, good morning, journal, and then let your stream of conscious start flowing. It doesn't have to be pretty, perfect, or anything, just things that are on your mind and things that you feel like you want to write down on a page. And on the right-hand side, I have 2 sections. I have yesterday's wins and today's to-dos. And that was powerful because it allowed me to reflect on what I was doing yesterday and think about what I actually did. And to be honest, what I would do is I would actually turn the page back and say, what did I do yesterday? Oh yeah, okay, I did a lot. I did more than I was expecting. And I picked out the key ones that I was very proud of, and I listed 4 bullets on yesterday's wins. And honestly, sometimes the wins were just relaxing. I like to work and overwork myself a lot. So some of the wins was I slept 8 hours. That's great. That's phenomenal. That's what I needed to do yesterday. And then today's to-dos, that's really pretty much just a place where I can throw all the things that I'm hoping to achieve today. Now I need them to be smart. So I want them to be realistic, time managed. I want to really be able to specific. So I want to be able to get that thing done today. Sometimes I'll create a different section that'll be like to do later. Like I don't want to do this today, but I just want to write it down somewhere to get it out of my brain and onto paper. And what I do is I actually leave this open on my desk with a pen right to the left of my workstation. And throughout the day, I'll come in here and I'll add another one. But more importantly, I'll cross the things that I get off. So if I'm sitting down, I'm at home, figuring out what should I do, probably not scrolling and doing nothing. I come in here, I look at one and I go for it. Sometimes if I can't even pick which one I want to do first, I'll number them and then I'll ask ChatGPT to pick 3 random numbers or 1 random number between 1 and 10 if I have 10 things on that day. And whatever number it tells me, I'll just start with that one and start going from there. Once I start going, I can feel the productivity kick in and the energy goes, and I can just start getting things done. I love this. And I actually, last week, I kept going and going and going, and every single page within here was completed. And there's not that many pages, maybe like 50 pages. So that's what, like 25 days or something. So I wanted another one, but this was in Greece. I got this for €1 at a little shop in Greece, kind of randomly. I just liked the design on the front and the simplicity of it. Didn't know this was going to be a FUNemployment journal at all, but I got that. So I needed a new one. What did I do? I created my own. So I went on Canva and I created a design and actually printed out the design from Canva. It got here in about a week, but I just created the front. So it's like daily journal, Aaron Anderson. I love to garden. So I put a little plant leaf on the front, and check out the back. It includes, just has a little thing that says staying present. I think that's kind of the goal of why I'm journaling, stay present. And it has the fun pictures of us from the trip and my dog and just things, recent pictures of what pretty much what I've been doing. And check out what I did. So I actually created the 3 sections, and it's printed on every page already. And so I put the date up here, and then I put in yesterday's wins and today's to-dos. That's already written for me. All I got to do is start throwing bullets in here in order to fill out what I'm doing for the day. Let's do the one from yesterday, give you kind of a quick summary. So started off saying, woohoo, we made it to Friday and December. Talked about how I slept. I was pretty exhausted. I had an interview yesterday. I was pretty nervous, but also excited. Cheers to another day of getting into the weeds on what I'm building for my co-founding company that I'm co-founding, WannaGrade. So kind of just putting things on paper. Yesterday's wins, I put so much research for Notion and Make and other tools. I just said I did a lot. Like, that was pretty good. And then I coordinated my new bank for my company setup. That was a big win that it's been on my list for a week that I still hadn't gone to. So that was a win. And then that day I needed to bake a key lime pie, connect with someone in my network, add my expenses, text my previous real estate client, create Notion docs, create a proposal for a client that we're working with. So you can see I just like kind of put together ideas that I wanted to do, cross off the ones that were completed, and that was that. And I kept this right here next to me and just was able to come in, and if I needed to add something, cool. But most importantly, I crossed it off. And like a little good dopamine rush when you cross off a list on your to-do list. So this acts as my to-do list and my journal. I have also been just writing 3 things I'm thankful for in the morning, and that's been, I didn't do it yesterday, but I've done it a couple days last week. That's also very powerful, really helps rewire your brain to just mention things that you're thankful for. So this is my daily journal. I bought 2 of these. These ones actually only have 24 pages, so I'm going to run through these pretty quickly, but also it gives me an opportunity to put different pictures and to put a different little emblem thing on the top and to put a different quote. So yeah, pretty easy, lightweight, stays right here on my desk, wide open on the page that it is for that day. And that is my FUNemployment journal. So hopefully you got to learn something about that. If you want the template that I use in Notion, I'm more than happy to share it with you, or kind of learn a little bit more, share a little bit more about how we can tailor it for you. This is Things Aaron Learned. Thanks for watching. Till next time.